Okay, so the replacements for the pins and lanyards that GSJJ sent me arrived like yesterday morning. I'm now going to open it and do a comparison. It took about, I'm going to say, 20 days since they offered them. So I'd say that's quite quick. And these are the ones where they said that they had to alter the design a little bit so that it actually fit better and so that we didn't get any of the problems that the other ones had. There's something... So they said they were going to send me 5 replacement pins, and I think they sent me the whole 20 for the lanyards. But they've also sent something else, which I don't know what. Okay. So they sent me some American pins, it looks like. Well, that's interesting. That's nice. Right, let's look at these. Right, so I said in my previous video that when I told them about mistakes that isn't usually, they said that isn't usually the quality of the items they produce, which is why they've sent these replacements. Right, so here is one of the original ones they sent me. You can see that there are a couple flaws. There's like a black dot here, there's actually a little chip up here and down here. And this one's actually got something going on here, on the scarf. This is one of the new ones they've sent back to me. So it already feels different actually. If I get one of the others to compare it. This one's got like a smoother finish, almost like there's something over the top of it, whereas this one I can feel the ridges of the metal, and also the colours are slightly different. You compare the yellows, you can see a big difference. This one looks more red. So it doesn't look like it's got any of the faults in it, but I don't know, it feels like it's not actually been finished. I wish you could feel it. This one's almost got a rounded texture to it, and this one feels flat, and I can feel the different segments. So they're definitely better because they don't have the impurities, but I'm not entirely sure why the finish is different if they're supposed to be the same as the previous ones. So I'll have to message GSJJ and ask about that. I'm not sure why they're different. But they're definitely nice. Yeah, I just don't know why they're different. Actually, I lied. There are a couple impurities. I'm not sure if you can tell. Like, here with the mouth, it's overlapping onto the metal because those parts are printed on. You can see it on some of them. Okay, so from a first glance, I can see that they are adjusted slightly, which is good. Oh, they've got some threads coming off them a little bit. So just from that little glance, they look better in terms of staying in the, in terms of the image not being too far one way. I'll grab one of the old ones to compare. So this is one of the old ones. As you can see, the border was really cut off on the bottom. And if I compare it to one of the new ones, you can see how much better this one looks. And I'm not sure what they did to adjust it, if they changed the size of it, but they said they had to adjust it. Maybe, yeah, maybe they shrunk the pattern down. But again, that's because they didn't offer a template, so I wasn't sure how big it had to be. One of the other problems was that they duplicated, well, they did something to the pattern that meant one of the cowboys' horses was missing its head. It was cut off, which is strange. If you're going to do a repeating pattern, I don't know why you would have the crossover there. Like, wouldn't you have it where you cut it? I'm not sure how their production works, but I just feel like that's something you to try to do. So let's see if any of their new ones do that. Oh look, see, they've cut it off here, which looks much better. It does then mean you've got this blank bit, but I don't know. At least they haven't cut off a pattern that's visible anywhere else. I'm just going to check a couple of them. Yeah, so maybe they just do them all here now. Yeah, so it looks like instead of having the pattern cut off halfway randomly in the lanyard, it all happens at the end where the clip goes, which is a bit jarring, but it does look so much better. So yeah, those are the new ones, those are the replacements. The lanyards are definitely so much better than they were. It's just nice to have the border be equal the whole way round and then not having them cut off randomly. That's really nice. The pins are also really nice. Again, I'm just confused why the quality is like, it's like a different finish. I'm gonna have to ask them and I'll put what they say in the video. It's also strange that the colour has been changed slightly. I'm not sure if that's because it doesn't have the same finish as the other one or if they just printed it differently, I'm not sure. I do find it strange that they said the ones they sent me previously were not up to their usual standard, which makes you wonder why they all came wrong. With the lanyards especially, I'm not sure why they wouldn't be up to the normal standard. Yeah, these are so much better. I emailed the person I'd been in correspondence with about how the new pins and lanyards were, just explaining what I thought about them and just asking them if the pins were made differently. They got back to me and basically, well, they said small variations can occur from unit to unit. They basically said that no, they're definitely not made with a different finish. Thank you for checking out this video anyway, and I hope you have a good rest of the day. Hopefully a new video will be out soon.